Don't you love it?
Yeah, I do.
That's so cool.
Just looking at all my hair.
Yeah, there you are. There's your hair. There's your cider, and I got a beer. And we're after hours, and this is Mackenzie, and I'm Matthew, and we do haircutting. Sometimes we do haircutting. No, we do haircutting on this channel. We do haircutting on this channel, and we have some hair here to cut. And we're gonna cut some hair, aren't we? Are we gonna have some fun?
Yes.
Are we gonna cut some hair?
Hopefully.
Are we gonna? Well, we're gonna cut some hair, aren't we?
Yes.
And I've done your hair for quite a while now. A few times, yeah. You're a regular customer that are now come over to the channel, and you need a haircut. Now we looked at ideas, but we thought we were just like, screw it, we're just gonna sit down and cut hair.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to do a wardrobe change for that, like to before, or you want to just do a wardrobe change after with your new hair?
After,
yeah, because we'll see what happens with
Yeah.
the hair cutting, and then because you brought some wardrobe yourself, so we'll do the haircut and where we end up, and we're gonna go on a journey together because we're gonna talk this whole thing through.
Exactly.
So we need a cape. We've got a black one, we got a purple one now, and a stripy one, and a pink one. What are you feeling color-wise?
Purple.
Yeah, that one's the new one. It just arrived.
Good.
Yeah. And today we're gonna start with the dry cutting. Some people have that comment saying, do a dry cut. Now we're gonna do a full dry. We're gonna start with dry cutting.
You cut my hair dry last time.
Yeah, because we're
It's
trimming.
really good. Yeah.
We were trimming. I do lots of dry cuts in here. I just haven't on the channel. No.
You're usually going drastic on the channel.
Yeah. But you can cut some hair dry. Well, there's no rules to hair. Some people in the comment section seem to think there's rules to hair, but there's no rules to hair. The best rule with hair is to break the rules.
My rule with my hair is just to go to you because you know what to do with
Yeah.
it.
I went to a Veda Academy years and years and years ago. They used to like to teach you the rules and then teach you how to break the rules. And that was the concept, right? Like, here's the rules, but never do that. Here's how you break them, and then But that's the whole point of what I'm saying there. There's no rules to hair. The best is to break the rules. But that's how you become innovative and move forward. Like, there was the beauty standards in the 70s or 60s or 50s or whatever. Throw that book out the window. Let's do something else. With this channel, we revisit those haircuts because it's fun. But, Did you want to cut some?
Sure.
Like if I hand you some scissors?
Yeah.
You want to have a go?
All right.
Would that be liberating for you?
Yes.
You can cut as much as you want.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Now, what scissors should I give you? Some pretty sharp ones, I think. I'm going to give you these ones. So these are typical. Like, are they sharp enough? They probably do. Because I don't want to give you super sharp ones. You might get hurt.
It'd make for good content though. But then everyone would get mad at you. You'd get cancelled.
Whatever. Help yourself. Cut some hair. Do you want me to take the cape off so you cut it? Or you
No.
leave it on? Yeah. Just grab some hair.
Just going for it.
Go for it. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you. It's your hair. You do what you want with it. You cut as much off as you like.
All right.
The biggest chunk you've ever done.
How much hair is this going to cut through? Not very much, eh?
Oh, that's probably sharp enough.
Okay, let's start us off. Oh, they're very sharp.
Yeah. It's just sharp enough to cut hair, but not too sharp to hurt you. Yeah, keep going if you want. I'm just gonna hang out.
Yeah. And then that'll be $200, please.
No, I'll charge you $200 so I can fix it. No, you're not I'm not charging you anything. You're on the channel. Oh, that's pretty fun. Now, we didn't actually plan this beforehand. This is just, we put the camera on. Just don't cut my cape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of intentionally doing it as badly
I don't care about you cutting your hair. I just don't want you to cut my cape.
Yeah, no, this is a haircut that I'm never gonna
Exactly.
have, so I may as well make it really fun
Yeah.
for myself.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the layers I wanted.
No, yeah.
There's the beautiful layers.
Yeah.
Hair scissors are very sharp.
Yeah,
I
those
mean,
are like
obviously. But
I think I brought those over from Canada, but they were like from Shoppers Drug Mart, which is like
oh yeah, I
you know
love
what I mean in
Shoppers.
Canada, Shoppers Drug Mart. Yeah. bought them in a Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada.
I remember I got really thrown off when I first went to Canada because it is the drugstore, not the pharmacy, and I was like, the drugstore!
That's right. Yeah. Now I did buy those from Shoppers Drug Mart not to cut hair, because if I have a pair of scissors that I use to cut up things like paper or things around the house, it needs to be cheap hair cutting style scissors, because I always like my kitchen scissors will be like cheap scissors like this, because I always want to reach for like scissors with this shape on it, right?
Yeah, because they're so ergonomical to your hand, right?
Isn't that fun?
There you go.
That's fun. Do you want me to come on?
You can take over now.
I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to freestyle it. No real plan. But we'll talk it through together because we're doing this together. Now, how much fringe do you want to cut? Where do you want to go? Where do you want your fringe to be?
As in length or?
Yeah, length.
Just like a long fringe.
Like, are you
I
thinking
guess.
like there? Is that cool?
Yeah, do it.
Is that a long fringe?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that. And do you want me to angle it outwards as we go down?
Like shaping the face wise. Yeah. Yes.
This will be a bit. Yeah, we're gonna do this for now.
Yeah, start it off.
Fun. Yeah, I'll do one of these for now.
Yeah. Well, actually no, I didn't. I was gonna say I almost Britney Spears'd it the other day.
Oh, did you?
But I didn't actually.
I don't think you would have been happy with that though.
No, that's the thing. I wanted
about
it all gone, but I was
thought
like,
about it.
I can just get an actually nice short haircut instead of shaving my head.
But I got the message from you earlier this week, and you said, "I'm coming for a bob," was what you said. But then when you showed up today, we talked about everything but a bob. That's why you're not getting a bob. But we were like looking at ideas, and we're like, you know what? Let's just roll the camera and see what happens. And that's why we're doing
kinds
this.
of bobs, though.
I know, but you've done the bob.
Yes.
But you've never done this. Well, we don't know where we're gonna end up. We're just decided, let's just start rolling the camera and see what happens.
Well, the first video that I did, I had my bob growing out, and I was growing it out so that I could get a layered long cut, because I'd never had a nice long haircut. So I always had a bob. And then you saw my hair and you said, "Please, can I cut your hair into a bob? It would look so good if I
Because it would be so big."
Yeah,
I
and
remember
you
saying
wanted,
that.
you wanted
I want
to do
that
it.
big heavy bob.
And I was like, no way you actually want to do the haircut that every hairdresser says,
Yeah.
no, that would look terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it looks good, I like it.
Yeah,
and
no,
you were
I
the first hairdresser that actually wanted to do it.
Absolutely love big heavy bobs.
Yeah.
Now I could have done this on the channel, but you've done it before. That's why we're not doing it. Because we're not going to revisit things either. That would have been amazing. Like, let's give you a bob. That would have been amazing. But you've done it before, so it's all about you in the chair. We want to have new experiences. Also, it's fun doing a dry cut.
It's fun doing a dry cut for me as well.
Yes.
I get to see what it actually looks like.
Yeah, part of the advantage of a dry cut is you see the result right away. Like I snip, and you're seeing it coming.
I mean,
like when
to be
it's
fair,
wet,
I can't see anything.
No,
right
I know,
now.
but when it's wet, and then it's kind of like, but dry cutting, you kind of like, oh, it's like coming together quicker than a wet cut. Because wet is like clumpy and crap, and then you have to blow dry it.
Yeah.
And then when you blow dry, it never really looks like it's how good it's going to look anyway. But, wow, like, yeah, this is fun. Because I like that you angled the back downward, so basically I'm gonna I'm gonna actually work with what was left, which is left in the back, and work with it, which is like it's retro vibing.
Yeah, it isn't my natural hair texture right now though.
Yeah,
it's a lot fluffier than it usually is because I just used really cheap shampoo.
Yeah.
Get my good shampoo again.
Yes. This is fun.
Oh yeah, it's very fluffy.
Late 70s retro.
Yeah, it's very fluffy.
And big. and
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just, well, the biggest part is the we love the Now, someone said this recently, like I heard it from someone recently. They said that, like, you know, like they were talking about, like when you were young back in those old, like 70s or 80s or whatever, and then you had that like bratty kid with the hair in the face, and always
Yeah.
pulling you forward, and they're really bratty,
Yeah.
and then they would like aggravate their mom, like, I hate you, mother, I wish you would die, within their face. So the mom, to what she would do is take them for one of these type haircuts.
Yeah.
Because you can't put your face, like, cut it out of her face, just whatever she said. And then you'd end up like walking outside with this haircut, and you're like, that'll teach you. Someone was like talking about that this week, and I laughed. I said, that's so true. The angry mothers of the 70s and 80s. But mothers today, they wouldn't do that now. They wouldn't do that now. But they did that back then. So someone said that, I was like, oh my God, yeah. When you had that little kid with the hair in their face. I was like, oh, we're going to cut that out of your face if you keep doing that. So then you cut it out of her face, and you like, oh damn it! Now your anger, you can't hide behind anger anymore. Who told me that? I think it was well, someone here. We were talking about it in here. I was laughing. I said, that's true. Especially like you went to Kmart and you got your haircut and your new wardrobe for school.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I hate Kmart. You go spend money on it. Back then. Anyhow, here's a cool version of it. Like, it's already like this is coming together. This is cool. This is cool. This is actually
You can
really
still
cool.
see my chopping down the back.
You
there.
can. But what's coming together now is actually really cool.
Yeah.
See if any more people pop in for directions. I'm loving this on you. I'm starting to love this on you. I don't know if we go any shorter than this.
No, we're going shorter than this.
Yeah, we're going to go shorter than that. But we'll do a wardrobe change. Like what you brought in is going to suit this haircut.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
What a fun first haircut for you for the night.
Yeah.
And serendipitous, because we didn't have a plan for this. It's
No.
like, let's just start cutting and see where we end up.
It
Look where
blows
we
me
end up.
away how quickly you can turn nothing into something, eh?
True.
It's crazy.
Well, that's why there's no rules to hair.
Mhm.
Let's break the rules and see what happens. Like, oh my God. We did amazing. And I'm not going to use thinning shears on this at all. Just scissors, just sliding through. It's the first year university kids walking
They're
around.
everywhere,
Yeah,
eh?
because people watching. There's a whole bunch of university halls
Yeah, I know.
around my business.
Yeah.
They're all first years, and the school year just started, and we haven't got to know each other yet. Like usually what happens is as the school year goes on, they
Yeah.
get to know me, I get to know them.
Yeah.
But this year I haven't been around. I've been busy. I haven't been around much. But usually what I've done in the past, I don't know if you knew this, but we do when there's O week. We did pre-mullet
mullet day? Yeah,
pre-mullet
you told
day.
me.
Yeah, and then we got like the first years are like, oh my God, the mullet guy, and then they end up writing songs about me and stuff like that. It's like one first year a few years ago, they ended up like a band wrote song. So they were like, you go to a nightclub in Wellington, and the band's playing, and they're like, the guy up the hill with the scissors and the best, like they literally wrote a punk song about me, and then they came in here with their phones. They're like, yeah, here it is live. And they're showing me, I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. They totally wrote a song about me, about this place up the hill. And, they made me some kind of mystical dude or whatever. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
First year punk kids, I loved it. This year's first years, I haven't quite got to. There was one night where I invited a few of them in, but not enough, yeah. And I don't get involved with O Week anymore, which is orientation for those watching. Orientation week is O Week. I don't know what they say around the world, but that's just what they say in New Zealand. Maybe they say O Week everywhere in the world. I don't know.
I don't know.
People can leave a comment below.
I know that in schools with sororities in the US, it's rush.
Yeah.
There's this weird term called rush, and it's the process of rushing, and it's like the process of getting into a sorority. For some reason, it's called rushing.
I don't know. That sounds scary to me.
Yeah, it's terrifying. It's
Sounds like an
absolutely
anxiety
terrifying.
disorder.
Yeah.
If I don't get in there, then I'm not having any friends.
Yeah.
No one's gonna marry me, and I'm gonna end up on welfare, and my life will be ruined for it. That just sounds like
And naturally, they are
ridiculous.
all of them are skinny blonde white girls as well.
Yeah. Oh, let's not discriminate against a genre of
Against
people
the
anymore.
skinny blonde white girls.
We're into the woke culture now. Oh, I'm just making jokes. I don't care. Throw skinny white girls under the bus. I don't know.
It's just a terrifying culture.
Yeah.
They're rush week.
I don't know.
They chant and scream.
Yeah. So when you call up,
We just get really
there's a
drunk.
sorority called Delta Delta Delta.
Yeah.
So when you call them, they go like this. They pick up the phone. They go, Delta Delta Delta. Can I help you? Help you? Help you? Anyhow, bad joke. But that's not my joke. That's from Saturday Night Live.
Mm.
That's from the people watching. Like, I remember that skit from Saturday Night Live from the 90s. Like, I am a dad, therefore I have a license to make bad dad jokes. But that wasn't my joke. That comes from Saturday Night Live in the 90s. They're making fun of like sorority girls. This is fun. This is good enough
fun.
for. This is good enough for a wardrobe change. Like, it's not a perfect haircut.
One side's definitely longer than the other.
Oh, I know. This side needs more work. But it's not a keeper.
Mm.
But I better cut a little more because you get the comments like, oh, one side's a little bit longer than the other. I should know because I'm a hairdresser. Well, you know in the comment section who's not a hairdresser? The ones who leave a comment, I should know I'm a hairdresser.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. Because I'll tell you what, I am a hairdresser. And do you think I ever watch a YouTube video about hair? No. Because the real hairdressers are not watching YouTube videos of hair.
Mm.
No. Watch everything but. Yeah, that's rule number one. You know they're not a hairdresser when they say, "I should know I'm a hairdresser," because I don't know why any hairdresser would watch hair videos on YouTube. You go home to relax and watch something else. Fun enough.
That's better.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the bit.
That was the bit you were bothering you?
Yeah.
I'm setting behind you all the time. But yeah, it's not quite like that. It's got to bring it all forward.
Oh no.
Like, no. No, we're just going to do it, and then you go like this. Yeah, no, that's all good there. And then you're going to come over
Oh,
here.
I see.
Oh, you were worried I was going to go like, whoa.
I thought you were gonna give me
No.
like a fat fringe.
No. Did I increase your anxiety level? A little bit when I did that? Cool, so that means totally we're going to do it now. Ready? Are you ready? You're ready? You're ready? Gonna close it, close it, close it, close it. I'm just kidding. It was never close. It was like that.
I know.
That's a trick, eh? Like people watching at home, if you ever want to like give an anxiety, you push it forward, but you keep the scissors closed, and all you do
And
is
then
you
you
slide
let
it
it-
into the
yeah.
forehead, but they're closed. Like that's not
Yeah.
that can't cut anything.
Yeah.
And the person will go, they'll get a reaction, but it's just it's trickery.
For all the fake hairdressers watching it.
Yeah, for all the fake hairdressers watching, I'll be looking so like, and then what you need is you need one of these. How cool is this?
Oh my god, you can brush my hair.
You're like 70s vibing.
I haven't brushed my hair
And
with
we
that
gotta
much
do
ease in a while.
Oh yeah, a couple more things real quick with that. Straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. Ooh, yeah. Good. A little more there. A little more here. Oh, a little more out of here. Yeah.
Good noises all around.
Oh, the sound of dry cutting is awesome. The way they go. Wait, I got you that machine off back there. It's ruining the sounds. Yeah, we'll do a shh as I cut through with the dry cutting sound. But it should also close the door if we're gonna actually. Because what is it called? ASMR. I don't do ASMR videos. I don't know anything about it.
I mean.
But I mean, if we set up microphones.
I was gonna say you record the
audio
on your laptop.
And if I stop talking, because you're like, hey, there's that sound, but it won't show. Okay, let's start. Shh, shh, shh. Ready?
I don't think your microphone's gonna pick it up.
I don't know, but I don't. I think we would call this ASMR fail. But I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there's a little more there to do. Fun. Now, if this side's a little bit longer than the other side, yes, it is. But that's because you started the haircut, and this side was longer than the other.
Yeah.
And I'm just having fun with it. It's not the final haircut. It's just us having fun drinking beers after hours. Yeah, this side's a little bit longer than the other side, but I give up. Because I'm like, I want it to be a little bit longer.
Very fun.
Nice. And I'll grab some hairspray, and we're going to do the old 70s push it back. We'll do a lighter hairspray. Isn't that fun? Doesn't that feel amazing?
Yes.
And we did it together.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you putting behind your ears already.
Just for funsies.
Now in the 70s, you wouldn't throw behind your ears like that. You would just, you would be perpetual with a hairbrush. Like you go into the girls' bathroom in high school and smoke cigarettes, and you'd be constantly flicking that back with hairspray. Like you'd be, I'm not going to overdo it, but you know what I mean. Like you see the way that's, okay. And then you go with the hairspray. Hey, I'll spin around. Whoops, we're gonna end up knocking everything over if we do that. This chair's like a battleship. I'm gonna get a new chair. I'm gonna replace this chair.
Aww.
I gotta text my friend back. He offered me a new chair.
I thought this was your special chair.
It is, but he's got an even more special chair. It's it's a Japanese built, like it's a retro Japanese barber chair. Like it's really beautiful chair. Like we're gonna replace especially. So why don't you do a wardrobe change?
Okay.
And we'll be back soon. You can change back there.
We going jumpsuit?
Jumpsuit, definitely. Oh my God, they're gonna go together like I don't know. I don't do fables. They're gonna go together. We'll just put it that way. Wow, time machine.
Yeah.
Wow, that goes with the hair. Yay! Look, she's got Converse on too, and she's got the whole woo. So let's cut some more hair.
Okay.
So we're gonna do like a shorter version of the same head of hair. And look, we're just gonna do like this concept but shorter. But imagine this, like this is 1978, and this is your grown-out haircut, even though we just cut a lot off. And now we're going to do the shorter hair. We're going to do, this is pretty much it. So this is well set up. So you're dressed that way, you have the overgrown haircut. It's kind of messy because, it's kind of grown in and it's kind of like, it lost its shape a little bit. Well, that's perfect. Are we doing the purple one still, or you want to do no, we'll do the purple still.
Good.
Yeah, I think purple for you, just purple.
Are we washing
Unquestionable, yeah. So we're going to grab a towel this time.
Yeah.
And then, as I was saying earlier, you look like the girl from Dazed and Confused. One of the girls in Dazed and Confused. I'll put the up in the picture. Even though she was wearing, it was 2-piece. Yours is a 1-piece. Same concept. Love that movie, Dazed and Confused.
I really want the top that she's wearing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find one at the moment.
Yeah.
Like a denim waistcoat.
Yeah.
Booby. Yeah. Yep.
I say bee-boos. It's like, I love your bee-boos. I'm like, what? That's just what I call them. Come on over, let's wash your hair.
Yay.
The other one. Anyway, come on over.
Whee.
So same sort of concept, late 70s, shorter hair, but center parting. Yeah, and we'll go over the fringe. And now we're doing a wet hair. Oh yeah. That was fun, that dry cut.
I had fun.
I had fun. Oh, do you want another little cider? You got some cider there.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Dragon.
I got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. I think the beer company should be sponsoring my videos because it's good little product placement, but I don't think they're interested because they don't, you know, most of their customers don't do haircutting or don't know anything. Going, drink our beer and watch the haircut videos. Yeah, it doesn't sound like good cross promotions. So we said for the sides we were going to go to like expose the earlobe, yeah? Yeah, that's what we said. Yeah, we're going to go there.
Yeah. I just want the weight out of the sides a little bit.
You were so over your hair.
Dang.
You were so over your hair.
It had such a good run though.
Yeah.
I usually only let it get about an inch. I let it touch my shoulders.
Yeah.
And then I get that icky feeling where I have to have it gone.
Yeah.
But this time it just didn't come. I just thought I'm gonna make the most of this long hair because I can.
You went on a roll.
I didn't mind it too much.
Yeah, you went on a roll. And then you hit the
last
wall.
week.
That's when you hit the wall.
Get it off me.
Yeah, I just need this hair gone. And I got the message from you. You said, I just need this hair gone. Do whatever you want. Put it on your videos or whatever. I don't care. As long as it goes. It just has to go. And yeah, we're doing late 70s vibing, short hair. The more I cut, the bigger you smile. So the only big issue with this channel is I really wish we could play music while we're cutting.
Oh yeah.
For copyright.
I didn't think about that.
Copyright. No. Can't afford the rights. Oh yeah, that's a winner. Like, share, and subscribe, and maybe this channel will make enough money where we can afford the afford the rights. That's like nothing.
Well, did you know you can't play music on the street?
Sure you can.
No, you can't.
Why not?
So I work at a cafe that's really small and it's just
that's different. Like me walking on the street, I can play music.
Yeah.
That's a God-given right. It's not God-given right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no.
That's just a human right.
But
I can play.
Like we're like a hole in the wall,
Yeah.
so we can't. The music can't be. You can't hear it if you're standing on the street, which is like right. We just have the street.
Yeah.
And then a tiny little bit where people can come in and sit, but.
Yeah. Because you need to have a public broadcast license for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. And that's a New Zealand law. But it's based on, I don't know, like copyright and whatnot. So they can give royalties to the people, the rightful people or whatever. So all that gets to go. All of that hair gets to go on the top. Yeah, gonna be like short layers on top. Not short layers, but shorter layers on top. That kind of thing.
Trust. I'm curious to see how straight my hair's gonna dry. Like with my hair routine at home.
True.
Because with the long hair, like that, it had waves and it never really had waves before.
Yeah. What's going to happen is all going to, because you got waves in it, you're just going to part in the middle and flick it all back. The waves are just going to fall in that shape. So it's going to be more of a cooperative version of this haircut, because some people have to fight to get that, and some people it's effortless. For you, it's going to be more effortless. And some people have to hot roller in the night and sleep with rollers in their hair, and then wake up in the morning and then hairspray and blast you back. But you won't. You'll be one of those that it just happens. Coming from town, first year university students, they're my new neighbors.
Did you hear what they actually said when they walked past before? It was so funny.
What did they say?
Oh, they just said, "Dang!" And I guess they looked at the time and they're like, "They're on the grind." Because it was, I don't know what the time is, 9 o'clock probably.
Yeah, what time is it now?
I don't know. 9:11.
9:11, so that would have been like 7:30. Oh, come on. Like, hairdressers in Toronto work till like 10, 11 easily. Or with the midnight barbers or whatever. Yeah. Because a lot of them, like New Zealand, like some of them may have grown up on the farm, first time moving to a place like, well, you know what I mean. They're like used to like everything closing at 5. Not to make fun of New Zealand, but yeah. Some people grew up in small towns, and this is their first year university, so it opens up their minds and horizons a little bit.
What are your family doing at 9 p.m. at night?
Oh, most of New Zealand, the sun goes down, they go to bed. Unless you're Wellington or parts of Christchurch or Auckland, but Wellington is definitely a late night, like 24-hour city. Like Wellington is a city that doesn't sleep. But most of New Zealand, sun goes down, they go to bed. Let's say I'm from Nova Scotia, or you come from Nova Scotia. Most of that place, sun goes down, they go to bed, but Halifax is a lot of fun. And the city, Nova Scotia is a lot of fun. So, I mean, it's not a knock on New Zealand. There's a lot of places like that in the world.
I think, suburban versus... I think the thing with New Zealand is that so much of the country is suburban and rural.
Yeah.
I guess Canada is very similar.
Yep. There's a lot of Canada, like...
a big city in each province, and then the rest of it's just space.
But every country has their arts and culture city, and every country has their economic city, and every country has their industrial city. There's all that stuff everywhere in the world. And look down, straight down. So I'm going to cut the back above the collar. Yeah. Right there. Oh, I think even shorter. Yeah, right there. In Canada, you go to Prince Edward Island, and the locals will never accept you for one of their own unless you're born on the island. You can move to the island, and they'll accept you, and you can make friends and stuff. But there's always you're born on the island, you're an islander. But if you're not born on the island, you're never gonna be one of them. Now I make the same comment with New Zealand too. It's either you're a Kiwi, you're born here. But me, everyone says oh, you're a New Zealand citizen. Yeah, no, I'm a New Zealand citizen. Oh, so now you're a Kiwi. I said, no, I'm not a Kiwi. I'm a New Zealand citizen, yes, but in order to be a Kiwi, you actually have to be born in New Zealand. And why is that? Because I'll never, there's a lot of things about the culture I'll never fully embrace, and there's a lot of things about my culture that I'll never let go. But my daughters are Kiwis, they're born here.
Yeah. I think, honestly, going to primary school in New Zealand is enough of the growing up to consider yourself a Kiwi.
Well, that's true as well, because our schools are so much different than New Zealand, and I didn't go to school here, so I'm not going to claim that, I didn't go through the struggles that you guys go through.
Yeah, my dad's a real interesting one, because he was born in Canada, but then he moved to New Zealand when he was 5.
Oh, yeah.
So he has that, kind of am I not?
Yeah.
And then when he was 18, he moved back, and then he loved it, but then he felt like he missed New Zealand, because New Zealand is such a...
Oh, yeah.
It's such a... not, patriotic, but Kiwis really like identifying as Kiwi. I think New Zealanders are very proud.
Now, what it is, they're not a flag waving nation. They
No.
don't do this national anthem. I've been here 11 years. You know how many times I've heard the national anthem? I can't even count on one hand.
Yeah.
They'll do the haka.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not like a rah-rah like USA, USA or Aussie, Aussie, but it's a passion for the land and the place.
Yeah.
It's not a passion for nationalism. It's a passion for the land and the place and the people,
Yeah, totally.
which is so different than other countries. Like USA is so vastly different. Like you got someone from like Massachusetts or Oklahoma or California or Oregon, so different. But the nationalism is a glue that keeps them together. New Zealand doesn't have that nationalism. They have an identity for the land and the people and the place and all that sort of stuff. And then the whole like waving a flag. Kiwis are more likely to wave an All Blacks flag before they wave a national flag.
100%.
Kiwis are more likely to do a haka before they'll do a national anthem. Like they may, we'll say, no, that's not Kiwi. No. I don't even know the words to the New Zealand national anthem because no one sings it. When have you ever sung the New Zealand national anthem?
You do sing it in school, but only maybe once.
On a special occasion,
Yeah,
not daily.
probably 4 times a year.
Not daily. But Canada, the national anthem for me growing up was played daily.
Yeah.
And the Americans will do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flags daily. Now, what do you do in New Zealand daily? Nothing. But on a special occasion, you might do something. But you're more likely to do the haka than anything else, really. It's different.
Yeah, actually, I would say waiata. Kiwis don't really do the haka too much unless they're part of kapa haka, but I would say that Kiwis would sing waiata more frequently.
True.
Like just Māori songs that are really well known.
True. Over a national anthem.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree with that
Would
too.
sing them
Absolutely.
in school more.
My daughters, like, I have never heard my daughters in my entire life sing the New Zealand national anthem. I got an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. I've never in my life seen them sing the New Zealand national anthem. I wouldn't be surprised if they even knew the words. But they know Māori songs.
Yeah.
They can break into Māori songs, and that's far more likely than the national anthem. Yeah. Whereas Canada, like, we played it every day in school. And if you're like late for class and you're running, the national anthem comes on, you stopped. If you dared made a step when the anthem was on, that was a detention. Not New Zealand. Now I take my kids to school, and there's the flagpole. Like in Canada and the USA, people will vouch too. The flag is on the flagpole every day at school. My kids' school, they never put the flag on the flagpole. And I brought it up. I said, how come you guys never put the flag on? He goes, we only put it there for special occasions. But in Canada, there's kids who get to share the duty. You put the flag up the pole in the morning and you put it down the end of the day. And same with the USA. And I'm sure Australia too.
Yeah.
New Zealand? No.
No. I used to think that when I was a kid, actually.
Yeah.
Because, pretty much all schools have a flagpole, but you
They
never
have
see
a flagpole, but
you
there's
never
never a
see
flag
it
on it.
flying. No,
Nope.
and it would always confuse me.
Yep.
And then I'd come to school and there'd be a flag half
Yep.
mast, and I'd just be like, oh god.
Yeah. Now imagine someone from the USA watching this. Imagine that you never put the flag up on your flagpole unless like 5 times a year on a special occasion, like a national day or something. They'd be like, they pledge allegiance every day to their flag. So different, hey? But there's nothing that there's anything wrong with it. It's just that Kiwis identify with a different type of nationalism, and that's the land, the people, it's just a different culture.
Yeah, I find it so fascinating that at the Olympics, the athletes grab 2 flags.
True.
We've got to be the only country where you go and you see your coach in the audience and he passes you 2 different flags because you kind of have to show the national flag.
Yeah.
But all of our uniforms are black.
Yeah.
With silver detailings.
Yeah.
So it kind of doesn't even make any sense if you don't have the silver fern.
True.
Because when we're at the Olympics, we do just
sports
kind
teams,
of our thing.
Sports teams and sports, the organizations have their own flags too. And also if you're into sports, you're gonna have your sports flag, and you're more likely to be identified with that flag more than the national flag. Yeah, no, that's true. Like All Blacks flag is more iconic than the New Zealand national flag.
100%.
Yeah. you could just make the All Blacks flag the New Zealand flag, and people would be like, I thought it was already.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for with the
There
flag
was talk in the
referendum,
past.
but-
It was the flag here is controversial because they want to replace it, but they never agreed, and they wasted like $10 million to not agree on the change, and then, it's uniquely New Zealand. Aren't you loving the shorter hair? Isn't this fun?
I think at the end of the day, no one cared enough.
That's right.
Everyone's kind of just like, because it was like $10 million for the vote and another few $1 million to
I just thought
actually
that-
change it, and everyone kind of just went like,
I just thought that all the ideas were bad, including the old flag.
Yeah,
the old flag I'm not a fan of.
yeah.
And it's like, oh, but we're going to have one of these flags. I'm like, well, they're all crap.
It's like they're all crap. Do you want to spend a few $1 million to change it to another crap flag?
Yeah.
I think Kiwis just genuinely don't care about
So
the flag.
that's why
it didn't go
people
through.
wonder why they never changed the flag is because the old flag is crap and the new flags were crap and it's all just crap anyway. Like, right now, I think the flag of Ukraine, I never realized, but now that they're in the forefront, it's a beautiful flag.
Yeah.
Because it's blue and yellow.
Yeah.
It's sky and fields. And it's so innocent, it's so elegant, right? That's a cool flag. It identifies the nation.
And I love flags where the colours are patriotic.
Patriotic. And Canada's flag as well.
Exactly.
It's iconic. Like, I can go for a walk, and I got a Toronto Blue Jays hat. No one knows what it is, but there's a little tiny red maple leaf in the middle of it, because it's just a Blue Jays hat, and a little, like, red maple leaf, and you can barely make it out, and someone from across the room like, oh, you're from Canada. How'd you know? You got that little red maple leaf on that hat that just stands out across the room. I'm like, well, that's not even nationalism. That's a Canadian sports team. And that little red flag is so iconic. Yeah, Canada did the same. They had an old flag, which was similar to New Zealand. It was red, where it's blue, Union Jack, and then the thing in the middle. 1964, we had our referendum, and we changed it to. Now, we're the same thing. The New Zealand referendum was similar to Canada's. Canadians drew a design. They submitted it. They narrowed it down to 4, and then they chose the final one. But the final one, they modified it. Here's what the issue was in New Zealand. They didn't modify it. They wanted to have like a Kiwi made this and Kiwis chose it. Canada's was different. Canadians submitted it, and Parliament said, this is the best one, but we're going to send it to a professional and make it better.
Yeah.
So that was the failure in New Zealand. They didn't do that, where Canada did that. So what you see, the Canadians submitted it looked this way, and some professional turned it into what it actually is. So that was the right thing to do. And that was where Canada, it worked, and New Zealand didn't work because a bunch of Kiwis submitted it. And my favorite was the Kiwi with the lasers shooting out of his eyes.
I was going to say...
Yeah, laser Kiwi or whatever.
So, you know how we were talking about the flag and how you only fly it for special occasions?
Yeah.
Kiwis are so not patriotic and don't care about anything.
Yeah.
That when the Queen died, my boyfriend's dad on his flagpole flew laser Kiwi at half-mast.
Yes.
To remember the Queen, he flew laser Kiwi at half-mast. And I think that is the most beautiful New Zealand thing ever.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's just so stupid and so beautiful at the same time.
That's fun. That's the Kiwi. It's like, I'm not going to put up the flag, I'm going to put up the not flag.
Kiwi.
There's a Kiwi. It's
I
literally a Kiwi with lasers shooting out of his eye.
Whoa.
Isn't that fun?
That's hilarious.
That's so cool, eh? Now, the sides are long enough to fit over your ears, because I know that was the criteria. I'm not done cutting yet, so I'm not able to show you the solid seating yet. But it's awesome. It's a cool length on you. So this is officially the shortest you've ever had your hair in your life. Definitely. And I think it's probably the best length you've ever had in your life. It's going to go even more with the outfit you have on.
My flatmates are gonna lose it.
Yeah, of course they are. Tell them they want a haircut. Come. Tell them they want to do a YouTube video. That's fine too. They're like, oh no, I would never do that. It's not for everyone. I will admit. This sort of thing's not for everyone. And then what you do is, you go back, it's center parted. And you got just enough length in the sides if you want to. You still can. But I want you to not, well, you can. It's got a bit of length. I think the back could be shorter. But I don't know.
It is what I was talking about though, just with the weight.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe the back needs to be
taken
shorter.
the weight off the sides, which is nice.
We'll do that too.
No, I mean you have done it.
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah, no. But what I was going to say is after it's right, I'll go over with thinning shears a little bit in some of the bulky areas.
Okay.
But probably not. It might be okay. Now I'm just thinking, is the back short enough for you? Like I like the length in the back.
I think it's good.
You think it's good? I think it's good too.
You have to show me
because I like the 70s vibing. Like I don't like the shorter in the back. Well, it's kind of flicking a little bit. Flicking a lot. Do you want the back shorter?
Oh, maybe actually.
Yeah, because it is flicking a lot. I think you need to go tighter in the back.
I like the back length on the neck.
There's just some stuff here.
Yeah.
We just need to control the flick a little bit. So
that's
there's that stuff there.
Yeah, but I like where it's sitting on the...
Yeah, that's cool. We're going to leave that alone then. We're just going to control some of the flick. And we'll do a natural dry. I don't want to do... Like on this channel, we could do ridiculous like blow dries from the past. Nah, we're gonna do the natural dry.
Do you mean like diffuse it, or just
no,
wait?
I mean like put mousse in it and make it blow. But I'm gonna use that machine over there, the $4,000 hairdryer.
Yeah.
And we'll do a natural dry because it replicates like a natural dry, like the sun or the wind or the breeze did it.
Yeah.
So we'll do that first, and then we'll have a look and need to see if we need more. Cool. I'll grab the machine.
Fun!
Yeah.
I love this machine.
Yeah, it is.
Probably because it's $4,000.
Yeah, that's part of it. But lots of people get anxiety when they get their hair blow dried in the salon, and when you pull this out, you're like, oh, thank God, because I really don't like the hair drying part. And it is expensive, and it does work amazing. And then what I'll do is I've got some moisturizing cream. Pull it through while that's blasting.
Just so relaxing.
Yeah. Oh, look at that fringe. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
This is amazing hair. So I always like to treat it with moisture, not styling product, because if you do, it's nicely moisturized, it will style on its own.
Yeah.
Because we can drown it with styling product, or we can just treat it with moisture. So moisturizing creams. And then there'll be a few little pieces like that to do after, but we need to see it dry first.
Yeah.
Loving this! Hey, we'll take a break. Mostly dry now. Naturally dried. Oh, someone's walking up and down the street with a strobe light on his head. Talking in a different language. Looks like a Martian with all those strobe lights. He's got like strobe lights on his head. Did you see him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a Martian.
It reminds me of you seen Priscilla Queen Visit?
Yeah, a long time ago. Oh my God.
Oh, you know the person that's running across the Australia with the lights?
Yep. So this is pretty much the little 70s vibing, center parting and all that stuff. It's got a lot of bulk in the back still. I don't like using, I don't want to do too much thinning shears, but we roll through there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's gnarly.
That's gnarly. What you mean.
Yeah. Now what I was saying is like you can go and taper it in the back, shorter, or leave the length and take weight out of it. Now what I'm thinking for today, leave the weight and take length out of it, and do another haircut down the road for the channel. Yeah?
Say again?
So I said it too fast. What I'm thinking for today, leave the length of this haircut, take some weight out of it.
You said the opposite.
But then...
you accidentally said leave the weight and take the length out of it.
Yeah, exactly. I said it wrong.
That's why
I said the reciprocal. I said the reciprocal. Leave the length and take the weight out of it today. You'll be back on the channel and we'll do more with your hair. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're going to take some weight out of it, especially back here, but not all of it. Just... Oh, that's gnarly in the back. I love the after hours haircutting. Oh, you got, like, I used to have one of those too.
Don't mind it.
No, because it's benign, right?
Yeah, I got it checked a while ago. I should get it checked again, but
Yeah, it's benign. I can tell. Like,
it's- yeah.
like I know when they're benign or not. I can tell by the shape of it. That one's benign.
okay.
Yeah, I had one, and it's smoothed out on its own. And usually, when they're benign, then you don't get them taken off under public health. You have to consider cosmetics, so you have to pay for it out of your wallet.
Right.
Now, when I got my quote, I think it was $500, and that was a long time ago. So I think for you, like this day and age, would be more than that, because ACC wouldn't cover it. Or public health, like people watching, what does that mean? It means that the public health nation wouldn't cover that, because it's benign.
I could style this really stupidly if I wanted to.
Of course you could. You can do what you want. Whatever inspires.
I could do like push it the back up and do like the
Yes.
and then like side part the front, you know, like
if you were to
Sharon Osbourne.
push it and spike it up, like goes to say Sharon Osbourne or Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sort of thing. What a fun night from you doing the first step to us ending up here. What a fun night. I actually want to look at it. Yeah. That's exactly what I imagined, and it's benign. And they can bleed easily too,
Yeah.
like one little nick. I see all kinds of things on people's heads. But you're going to find your scalp is going to improve having shorter hair because you're going to get more oxygen on it. So things like that are going to improve because it can breathe.
Yeah.
Long hair like you had is really heavy and it prevents oxygenation of your skin. But now your skin's going to breathe. I can breathe. That's cool. I think we're there. Totally 70s vibing still, but in a good way. And you see, like you said, I have wavy hair, but you just push it back. Your hair's just taking that shape on its own. If this was 1978 and you were from Toronto, I would take you to the CNE, the Canadian National Exhibition, and we'd go on all the rides. We'd go on the Zipper, we'd go on the Jumbo Jet, we'd go on the Flyer, we'd go on the Wild Mouse. Now, anyone watching from Toronto, they'll know what I'm talking about. The Chum Wild Mouse. And I'm going to show you a picture of the CNE before you leave. Of the cool friggin' haircuts. That was the place. Like August, end of summer, like fair, CNE. Oh my God, those were the best haircuts ever. Back in those days, everyone was like, oh, that was a big deal. I'm going to show you a picture of the Wild Mouse, the Chum ride. Wild Mouse. And the kids getting on that ride from 1978. You've got that haircut, you're matching it. I'll put it right there, I'll put it on the channel. Oh. Wow, you look like those kids. So cool. Oh, I love the way that's parting and everything. I think we're there. Doesn't need any styling product either. Like this is just your hair's got a mind of its own.
Yeah.
So much fun. Three-handed, why not? Let's break all the rules, shall we? So cool.
It definitely looks better with the outfit.
Oh, definitely. Well, you gotta always. Once you take the cape off,
Yeah.
because those capes are misleading. You're like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Then once you've seen yourself free of all that,
Yeah.
this is friggin' amazing.
Mm.
Oh, fun. And I like that we left the back long for now. You'll be back on the channel. We're gonna cut more. But no, this got that 70s vibing. Fun!
Can you show me the...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you'll play with it back for a while.
Yeah.
You'll throw some stuff in there and you can like spike it up like Sharon
Yeah.
Osbourne, do some stupid shit with it.
Mm-hmm.
We love that!
It's gonna be my first time not being able to tie it up.
Exactly. And you might not want, because you were saying you perpetually put your hair over your ears. But
Yeah.
because it's this length, you may not want to.
Exactly.
'Cause it's just like
this is the
out of the way.
look that I'm trying to get.
Exactly.
I'm trying to.
Exactly. Because it's enough out of the way
Yeah.
that you won't find you're going to do it. Now, what you might find you're going to do is just you're going to perpetually like throw it back with your fingers like this. Just to create that kind of flick look.
Yeah.
But that's not to throw it over your ears. That's just trying to create that so fun. I'm gonna do one more thing. Sometimes I think I'm gonna just create.
Do it.
Yep.
You know.
No, I don't. It's true. Just the way it's flicking. Control it all. Anyhow, you'll be back on the channel. Let's take some after shots of you. We love it. Come on back over. Let's say bye to the tubers.
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
'Cause
I love this on you.
I can go like that and it can be funny and silly.
Yeah.
Or I can just
Yeah.
on again.
Loving this. Okay, so let us know what you think. Leave a comment below. I think we did a good job of replicating 1978 twice. But when you came in, you're clean that up a little bit, wardrobe change into a serious 1978 haircut, and then you got some ears. Oh, goodness. 1978. And like I said, 1978 CNE the Canadian National Exhibition in Toronto, 1978. Let's go on the flyer. You might die. I almost died on the flyer. That's a different story. Best ride ever. I missed the flyer.
You been on the zipper?
Yeah, they had the zipper. They had the zipper. They had all those rides. Yeah, I'll show you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the cameras off. I'll show you what the scene again. Cool.
Yeah.
Bye, tubers.
Bye.